It's hike day on the Living in Sedona channel. I'm Cami. I'm a local real estate agent that serves Sedona and the Verde Valley area, and I am so excited to be on the trails today. We're getting started right now. All right, today we are hiking to Snoopy Rock via Margs Trail. Now I make mention of that specifically because you need to have your All Trails app loaded for this hike. The reason is because it's not a very well marked trail. It's easy to get off trail, and you're going to be so enamored with the beautiful scenery that it's going to be easy for you to get lost and get off trail. So I highly encourage you to have that free portion, or if you have the paid portion, that's fine too, of the All Trails app to make sure that you have it loaded before you start. I want to tell you where we're starting at. We are actually off of 179 off of Sombert Lane. There is a trailhead here, not a very big parking lot. I don't know, maybe 12 cars could fit here, but you can start the trail from this location. We are starting here because it's typically not very busy, but as we keep filming, more people keep pulling in, so I don't know about that. I want to make mention, if you're parking here, if you look at this map, it says Margs Draw Trail. You will not see Snoopy Rock on this map here. I just want you to not get confused and then leave. Just stay where you're at and get your All Trails app loaded. The hiking trail will be loaded so you can start from here. If you are a visitor and you're visiting and you need a place to stay, I'm going to show you actually our very first time here. We actually stayed right behind me is a beautiful condo complex, and that is where we stayed our first time visiting here. And so this trail was very easy to do for us because Greg again and I could leave early in the morning. The kids were still old enough that they were sleeping in, and we could leave for an hour or so. And it was just a really nice place to stay, not only because the location was great, but the views were wonderful, and you just had quick access to this trailhead and just to get started and do your morning walk. So, all right, let's get started. I'm going to try to avoid talking too much this video, but I don't know if that'll happen. So as we're getting started, I wanted to mention this is considered actually a challenging trail because of the scramble up to Snoopy Rock. You're going to be going up about 600 feet in elevation, so be prepared for that. You don't have to go up to Snoopy Rock and endure the scramble, but that is why it's considered challenging. I don't know that I would recommend bringing your dog if you're gonna want to go up top to Snoopy Rock, but if you just want to walk on the trail, obviously you can see the trail would be fine for dogs. So we just did the first initial climb, and I'm going to tell you, we haven't hiked for about a month because life has just kind of gotten in the way, and boy am I feeling it. But it does feel good to be out here. But when you get up from the initial get-go, there's like a little open area up here. It's a great picture spot, taking the views. And I wanted to point out over here, if you've been in town, we've been watching them for the last year really construct a new road from Uptown, from where the residents live behind Pinion Point, I guess. Is that the name of it? Yeah, the shops at Pinion Point. you can really see it really well from here, how it's coming down the side of the mountain there. So that's a view I have not seen yet. So if you're coming into town here, I would guess maybe, I think it's going to be finished here in the next 6 months. They're starting to pour concrete, might be even sooner than that, but they've been working diligently on that. It'll be interesting to see if it helps the traffic or not. We'll see. But beautiful views. So you guys, when you get to this trail marker point where you could go left or right for Margs Draw, this sign says to the parking. There's no sign that says to go straight, but if you have your All Trails app open, it should be telling you to go straight to get to Snoopy Rock. So there's not a marker here for that, but I just want to tell you, when you see this sign, don't go left, don't go right, keep going straight towards Snoopy. So we've gotten to the point where the trail is kind of narrowed a little bit and gotten really rocky, as you can see right here. This is the time where I'm going to recommend you're really paying attention to your All Trails app, because it's a little more challenging to identify the trail. And if you got that open, you got your All Trails app open, it'll just keep you on that green line, and then you won't get lost or off trail. All right, so, and also I would say at this point, you're really going to start noticing some of that elevation increase. You're going to be a little bit more short of breath. So just keep going. Take it at your own pace. You can do it. 2-minute walk across the belly of Snoopy Rock. Greg's not really moving or thrilled about it. So, you know, if you want to do a reel, you have to video it differently. I'm going to get over to that circle and see what's going on over there. Maybe I'll just crawl. This is not as wide as Devil's Bridge or what's the other arch I did? Volte Arch. Yeah. That's a lot skinnier. Huh. It's just so crazy how that cracks like that. It's not as bad as you think. No? Still not coming? Okay. So we made it to the top, and I am like right at the base of, I think, his face onto his belly. And I wanted to give you my closing thoughts. So just be prepared for the elevation. It's about 600 feet in elevation, so definitely take that into account. Because we filmed, you know, it took us about an hour and 20 minutes to get here, but if you didn't stop and film, you probably could get here in an hour. The thing about this, I just want to mention two things. The AllTrails app says it's hard. I don't know. There's only pieces that are hard, especially this last scramble. It's not a big scramble, but it's, you know, it's kind of straight up. So I wouldn't even compare this to like Cathedral Rock or Devil's Bridge. I don't think it's as that hard because it's not that much walking before you have to scramble. So that's kind of what I liked about it. And just so you know, I have not done this trail before. This is the first time I did this trail. Greg has done this trail, so he was prepared. And then the second thing I want to mention is be prepared if you do get up here to the top that it's going to be windy. It's kind of slowed down a little bit, but just make sure that you're okay with that steadiness wise, and you know, have a sweatshirt or whatever. It is the middle of February. We've had wonderful, beautiful weather. Tourism is a little, you know, it's kind of hairy, scary as we're going into the week of Film Fest. So if you are going to be coming anytime the 3rd to 4th week in February, just be mindful that the film festival is usually during that time, and so that brings in a lot of people, so that's a busy time to be here, so just keep that in mind. And I think that's it. You guys, I really enjoyed today's hike. I hope that I was a good hiking companion for you. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And make it a great day at Living in Sedona, and I'll see you next week.